And hello, Julius.
Hi.
Um, my name is Monica Lopez, as you know. I'm very happy to be here in this encounter with you. Um, I really hope to improve um, a lot my English and that this encounter could be helpful for you also. Um, hey, Vivian, how are you today?
Hello, teacher. Fine. Today was so busy, but it was a great day. Thank you. And you, what about you, teacher?
The same thing, but everything is okay.
Okay.
Hello, Claudia. How are you?
Hello, Monica. Good, you?
I'm fine. And hello, Julius. How are you today?
I'm
Uh,
fine, but at this moment I'm a little bit busy because I'm working. That's why I'm a little bit hurried.
Okay, I understand. I think that the part of the students of UNAT um are working and doing lots of things, so I understand. Okay. In the group, um, there are 4 persons for now, but there is another girl who is interested in participate with us, so she will probably come later. But we are going to begin with our presentations. Okay.
okay.
Um, okay. Please turn off your microphones
Mhm.
and turn it on when you were speaking. Okay. Uh, hello, Vivian. How old are you?
I'm 22 years old at the moment, teacher. Did you hear me? Teacher, did you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm 22 years old.
Okay. Can you give me your full name, please?
Vivian with Andrea Vivas Gonzalez with C.
Okay, thank you, Vivian. What about you, Claudia? Can you give me, please, your full name?
Eh, Claudia Patricia Torres González.
And how old are you?
I'm 30 years old.
Okay, thank you. Julius, can you give me your full name, please?
My name is Julio Cesar Lester Bur Martinez. I'm 32 years old.
Okay. Where do you live, Julius?
I live actually in Amsterdam, Holland.
Okay. How much time have you lived in there?
I am already here 7 years, almost 8 years, where this time I am always working since the moment I came here to Holland for the same company. I started like a crew as normal personnel here in the company, and my position right now is as manager. Then I'm on charge.
Okay. Why did you decide to go to Amsterdam?
Maybe because the economy on this moment there in Colombia is not working so good out. The situation, I avoid a little bit my study. I was busy always with my study. I was police there in Colombia before also. I didn't be happy about what we get there, and just I came here to visit. I found out that the lifestyle is a little bit much better. Then I decided to stay here.
Okay, good. What about you, Vivian? Where do you live?
Well, I live in Bogota, Colombia. Um, well, my whole life it's there, and I'm an English teacher for primary school.
Okay, so you are from Bogota, right?
Yes, Bogota.
Would you like to live in another country or to visit or to work in another country?
Yes, I would like to, but at this time or this moment, I don't have the possibility to travel or whatever is
Um,
the
I
idea
don't know,
of
maybe it's the
travel
connection, but I
or
can't hear you so good.
visit another countries.
Um, I can hear you. Maybe it's because of the web.
Only
Sorry.
to me?
It sounds so slowly. Maybe the internet is not working so good.
Okay. Well, I said that I'm from Bogota and I would like to travel and to another countries and I hope, well, in one moment, maybe 2 or 3 years, travel.
Okay. What about you, Claudia? Where do you live?
Um, well, I'm living in Edmonton in Canada, but I'm from Cartagena.
Okay. How much time have you been living in Canada?
I've been living here for around 3 years.
3 years. Why did you decide to go to Canada?
Well, I didn't decide to come to Canada. I came here because my husband was transferred for the company he was working in Colombia. It has a branch in Colombia, but it's a company from Canada. So that's why I'm here.
Okay. Um, Shalom, are you there? Shalom. Hello. How are you? Okay, I understand. Doesn't matter. Let me know when you were ready, okay? Okay, Claudia, do you have children?
No, no, I don't have any.
Do you come to Colombia sometimes? How often do you come to Colombia?
Well, I went I went to Colombia like twice, but um, last year I didn't go to Colombia. Maybe this year in December, hopefully, yes. But yeah, last year I couldn't make it.
Okay, what about you, Julius? How often do you come to Colombia?
I come once a year to Colombia. I bring my son from Colombia once a year here to Poland also. I'm very interested that he can learn English well. He needs to learn Dutch also because it is the national language from here. And just super busy with my two children because I have a baby also. Then the whole of myself is always giving for them. Can I say?
Okay. Vivian, what is your marital status? Are you single, married? Do you have children?
Okay, I'm not sure I'm single. I don't have children.
Okay, good. Okay, Claudia, why did you decide to study at the UNAT? And why did you choose this university and no other university, maybe in Canada?
Mm, because sorry about that, but I have sore throat. Well, I want to apply to an university here. It's called the University of Alberta, but I want to apply to a master in education, and for that I need a bachelor in education. But my bachelor in Colombia was in communication. As I was working as a teacher in Colombia, but to be a teacher in Colombia, you don't need a degree in education because I was teaching in an elementary school. I was teaching Spanish, which is very related to my field, yeah, the communications. But here in Canada, people they are very strict, and so they want me to apply but with a bachelor degree in education. So as I don't have the PR, the permanent residency yet, I'm applying, I'm in the process. So if I want to study here a bachelor in education first, yeah, it would take me like 4 or 5 years, and it's gonna be very expensive because as an international student, it costs the double. Uh, so it's very expensive and it takes a lot of time. But with the UNAT, I can take credits in advance and I can finish it, um, yeah, faster. So I think it's very convenient to study at the UNAT, and at the same time I can study here. I'm trying to, to improve my English, and I'm trying to, yeah, to have some skills um, once I get the university application done. Yeah.
Okay, good. The same question for you, Julius. Why did you decide to study at the UNAT?
I think also about the answer what Dichi said just right now about the cost of the study. It is something that is a little bit high, and for the quality that they offer, I find myself that it's not really what you can pay for something like that. Only because in the end of this, then you are going to get only one certification. That certification is going to say that you are master or you are a bachelor. Then I think if it is like that, then much better I do it on this way. And from Colombia, it's more cheaper. And also because on this way I can keep more time. I can work and on the same time I can keep time on my study. And that is the reason why.
Okay, I have another question for you, but uh, you have a very good level of English. Uh, why didn't you took the exam in which you could how can I say that? I forgot the word. That exam that we can present in order to be graded, and maybe we could stay, for example, in advanced English. Why are you signed in basic English?
Because to have this program developed, then I have seen also the number of credits that we need. I was also talking before to the university, but they told me that it was not possible because the number of credits and then the degree that I was studying before is also not according to the degree of this one. Then it is something very different. Then they told me you have to start from the beginning. Then that's why. For me, it is no problem because this is just one remembering for me. Then I find it okay. I have no problem.
Yeah, for me it's the same. I thought that it was not possible, yeah, to skip all these levels. So for me, it's not problem either.
Okay, I just was wondering about it because I have a friend who has who had taken that exam, and he his grade was maybe I'm not sure, but I guess he was in advance two. So he only take advance two, and the other courses with the exam, the university gave him a grade of 5 points. I was wondering about it.
Sorry, I didn't hear the last. What?
I said that I was wondering about it because my friend took that exam, and the exam said he only needed to do the advanced two course, and in the other courses, in basic English and intermediate, and all the other courses, the university gives him, get him a grade of 5 points. So I
I think that some of that information I have really to get there from the university because it's really difficult from here to talk to the university when they are going to give you an answer negative thereabout. But if you are there in Colombia, then you can go yourself and going to ask for that, and on the same moment you can make the exam if you want. But then I think that that is something that I have to do there. That is something that I didn't ask yet there at the university. Maybe it's good idea that on this opportunity that I go to Colombia, I can come to the university and then ask there about. But it's good idea because also I can think about the cost of the study. Then maybe I can make in advance little bit courses or something like that.
Yes, and it is about five courses that you can um approve only with the test. I will ask if you want. I will ask for you
Thank you.
here in the SEAT, and I will ask to my friend how did he do that. I didn't do that because uh, I haven't the level and the skills for taking the course, the test. Sorry, but maybe you could do it. I think that each course has about 3 credits, so
Mm.
three per 5 courses, 15 credits that you could. Mm,
Yeah,
I think
I get the point what you mean. Don't worry. That is
Mhm.
no problem. And if you can tell me there about, really, I appreciate that information.
Yes, thank you so much,
okay. I
Monica.
will ask for you. Hello, Shalom. Are you there? Shalom, are you
Yes,
ready? Hello,
yes.
Shalom. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine, and you?
Fine, thank you. I'm very happy to be with you. As you have listened, we have people from Amsterdam, people from Canada, people from Bogota. So this encounter is very, very interesting.
Yes, it is.
Uh,
It's a pleasure to meet you. How are you?
Good, you?
Doing well, thank you.
okay, Shalom. Can you please give us your full name?
My full name is Shalom Jimena Lizarazo.
How old are you?
I'm 19 years old.
She's dead. Shalom, are you there?
Yes, I don't know what happened with my microphone.
Okay, I understand.
And tell me, in which semester are you in?
I'm in the third semester.
Vivian, can you answer
Teacher,
to Shalom questions?
excuse me. I can understand sometimes. Can you repeat it, please?
In which semester are you in?
Okay, I'm in third semester. And you?
Me too. I'm in third semester too.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to know something about your partners? Do you want to ask something to yourselves? Maybe Vivian want to ask something, Claudia, Julius, Shalom.
Well, I don't know. Tell me, why did you decide to study English?
Who wants to be first? Claudia.
Um, well, I decide decided to study English because right now I'm learning English here in Canada. So once I come back to Colombia, if I come back to Colombia, I would like to teach people there. Yeah, could be elementary or could be a high level like university. Yeah, that's why.
What about you, Vivian?
Well, I studied, I like the languages. 4 years ago, I studied in Colombo Americano and I acquired B1 level. At this time, I'm teaching in primary school. I'm an English teacher, so I have to get, excuse me, my bachelor for teaching in a great school or have a better um, salary. So I'm starting this bachelor.
Okay, and what about Julius? Why did you decide to study English?
I think because it was absolutely casualty, you know. Since the moment I came here, I remember that there at the school in Colombia until I was in Colombia, it was being the whole life. Then English is absolutely something that we don't use there in Colombia, right? But the 11 years that we are there at the school and plus the university, also we are busy already with English. The problem there was that you, at the moment when you need to practice on the talking, it is not coming out because you never put it on practice there. Every moment we are busy with talking only Spanish, 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 Spanish. Actually, it's something that is very important because really I live here in Amsterdam. Here is like coming people from everywhere, from America, from England, from Spain, from Italy. Everyone wants to come to visit here because this is just one touristic place, and that's why the economy here is so good. Then I have seen also that there is future with English because actually it's something I have to learn, plus it's something I can teach. Then I have seen that really is a lot of people there with the same problems as I had before. Then I decided that maybe I can be a good teacher because I live the experience every day of my life here. Then that is the idea that I got, and on this moment is working good out. So one teacher here in Europe is earning good salaries, can you say? It is around the 2,600 euro. That is something that I will never get in Colombia, and then that's why there was my decision to do. And I think that I can teach my experience also to another people, and I find my own way. I have my own method to live, and I think that I am patient enough to teach people also. I love to teach also. I am. I consider myself that I am very patient, and I love children also. Then everything is coming just together. Then that's why.
Okay, so do you speak another language?
I speak Dutch also.
Can you explain us what is that?
Dutch is one mixed language between English and German, you can say. There you can find also some words from Portuguese. There is coming some words also sometimes from the Latin. And another words that maybe they are coming from Switzerland or from Russia. It's one mixed language. Then it was a little bit hard for me to learn, but finally I found a way how to. And in the actually time, then I can speak very well Dutch also.
Good. I thought that in Amsterdam the language was Germany, but
No, Germany actually is very close to this place. It is very similar. And the another language that maybe you mean is in Belgium. Belgium, they speak exactly the same language than here, but with another accent. Here, the people is, for example, I can give you one word. The word is graag. That is, I will like. Then you say graag. Do you will like? Yeah, graag. And there, for example, in Germany, that graag, they say graag. Then it is just the accent a little bit, and that's it.
okay, good. Thank you for the information.
You're
What
welcome.
about you, Claudia? I have heard that in Canada, uh, many people speaks French. It is right?
Yeah, but not here. In some provinces. In some provinces, people speak French, but here not. In some schools, they have French immersion, but they are not. They are not used to speak. For example, if the province is in English, they are not used to speaking in French, and if it's a French province, they don't speak English. So and they are very different. The French provinces, they have even their own taxes. Yeah, they have some policies, different policies.
Okay. Are you interested in learning French?
Mm, maybe, I don't know, in the future, but not in this moment. Yes, because I have an, another priorities in this moment, and I don't have enough time.
I understand. Um, what about you, Vivian? Would you like to learn another language, or maybe do you speak another language? Are you learning another language?
Well, I think that it's amazing the Dutch. The for travel to another country, I would like to visit Canada. Some of my family are there. Um, I'm trying to learn French at the time, but I don't have the complete knowledge to this language, only English. And I think that Claudia and Julio will have a great English level because you are in the language in the country that manage this language, so it's great.
Vivian,
Yes.
can you check your microphone, please? Because sometimes I can't hear you. Maybe
Um,
I don't know what is happening. And Julius, can you please turn off your microphone while Vivian is speaking? Maybe it could be better for listening to her.
okay, I told that I only speak English. This time I learned French, but I don't have the whole knowledge about the language. I said that Claudia and Julius have a great English level because well they are in the language immersion completely. They live outside. Um, it's nice. I will hope travel. No, I hope travel to another country. Maybe Canada. Some of my family are there, so I hope travel someday. Sorry.
Okay, good. I also think that it's a very good opportunity and a good advantage to have the opportunity to be in touch with the language. Um,
Yes.
because it is a little hard to learn a language without practicing and being in touch with.
Yes, you have to be practicing and practicing. And there, for example, I practice only with some friends that know speaking English, and some partners from my work from my job. But is some difficult because there in my house, nobody speak English, so it's a great and big advantage to be in touch with the language.
Yes, and now we have the opportunity to share with people that could help us and teach us lots of things.
Yes,
Well,
that's true.
yes. What about you, Shalom? Do you speak another language? Are you learning another language? Are you interested in learn another language?
Well, from my point of view, I'm so good learning just English because I don't know, sometimes for me it's difficult just learning English, and I don't know if I begin to learn another language, I'm going to get crazy. So no, in this moment I'm just learning English, but I'm interested in Portuguese. I think that it's so beautiful, that language. And also we have the opportunity to go to Brazil. Is maybe closer than Canada, USA, England. So yes, in this moment I'm just learning English.
Okay. But I had read and listened that uh, the brain, when you are learning a language and you begin to learn another language, the brain works faster. I don't know how it works exactly, but I have read, I have learned, I have listened, sorry, that it is easier to learn a third language. It is even easier than learn a second language. So I don't know. Try it. Maybe you could. I suppose that you have listened about Duolingo. It is a good tool for learn at least vocabulary of any language. It has lots of possibilities, options. In my case, I am practicing vocabulary in Duolingo um, about French, and a little bit of Germany. But some months ago, I don't have enough time now, so I have not. practicing for some months.
Yes, I think that our brain is so amazing, and I think that is possible to learn many language and this, at the same time. But you know that it's going to require many time. And as you told us before, we have to practice and practice and practice. And maybe if I learned Portuguese, I will not have the opportunity to practice with other people. So that is going to be a little bit harder than English.
Okay, give me a second. Julius, do you want to add something? I understand that you need to leave now.
I just want to thank you everyone for this opportunity to have this meeting here right now. Sorry that it is a little bit busy for me on this moment, but on this moment we are working everyone here and it's a little bit busy really. It's a lot of people and I have to help also. And then I expect that I can see you in the next opportunity and I will appreciate please the information that you can give us about the exam that you told me. I will check it out and I hope then that I can make it just to try, just to check how it is going. And then I want to wish everyone a lot of success. And don't worry, guys. I know that sometimes it's a little bit difficult to learn another language. In this moment, for example, I speak three languages. In my family, there they speak five, six languages, each one of them. Then it is just a little bit to find the guide and your way how to do. But you can do it. Portuguese, Italian, French, they are beautiful languages also, and believe me that it can bring you for a very good future. Here in Europe, it's something that you can develop and something that you can work about in the future. I don't know what is there in your plans, but I want to wish everyone a lot of success here about, and I know that we are going to reach our goals. Just we have to work out and just working hard is the only way that we have to reach it. That is what I want to say. That's it.
Okay, Julius, thank you. Nice to meet you. I hope to be with you tomorrow.
Yeah. No problem. Tomorrow at any moment, I'm here online.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Thanks to you.
Okay. Nice day. Bye
Nice
bye.
day. Bye. See you
Bye.
tomorrow.
Bye, Julius.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Okay, girls. Um, I'm going to share with you. Do you have something to add? Because I want to uh, present some texts. I want to listen to you. But if you have something to add first, maybe to ask something uh, to you, to your partners, this is the
Yes,
moment.
for sure. I would like to add that learning a new language is very important because that can broaden your knowledge about not only a language itself, but also about another culture. So you can embrace a new culture and see how they think. Yeah, which is very different from your point of view or the way you think. Yes.
Yes, that's true. I also think that learning anything, learning a language, even if you think that you will not use it, is important. It is something that can give us satisfaction. For example, I would like to learn Quechua or I don't know, one of that native languages of our country. Maybe I will not use it in my life, but I feel interest in learning about it. What do you think, Vivian?
Well, learn some. different languages are really really important because it opens different doors, and it's amazing. I like languages, and I hope this year um, learn French well, improve my English, of course. The last year, begin to learn maybe Portuguese or German. I think that when you learn some different languages, you have different many opportunities, not only for teach. Um, well, in universities, our children are different kind of jobs, maybe a translator, um, and it it is really good opportunity, travel to another countries. So learn different languages are nice and an excellent opportunity. I think that.
Okay, good. What do you say, Shalom?
Yes, I mean that when I began to learn English as a language, I I said that is just English and I'm just wanted to communicate my ideas and I just wanted to speak and in that
Don't download that kind of pages.
tell me.
Don't use that kind of pages because it is dangerous for your computer.
I have a big problem with my computer because I've been working in videos and today I download many programs to edit videos and I don't know, I think that something wrong happened.
I think so.
Yes. Well, my point is that when you are learning a language, you learned more than that. You learned culture, you learned different point of view, how different countries and people from other countries live because I don't know. I think that Claudia, that is living in Canada, has been looking many opportunities and many kinds of living that in Colombia we don't have. For example, in Canada, I know that there are two languages that is English and French. So I think that learn language is more than just speak. But I have a question for Claudia because I have been searching information about English Canadian English, and American English. And I don't know what's the difference between. Do you have a lot of differences between American English and Canadian English or not?
Well, actually it's the same, but they have some words that they are different. For example, they use instead of they use garbage, and in USA they say trash. Um, yes, but some a few words. It's the same. For me, it's the same. Yeah, or instead of um, restroom, they say washroom. Mm, but it's not a big difference.
So when you are talking with an American speaker, you can understand.
Yes, yes, I
That
can.
is so nice. Um, how long how long do you think that a person have to be in immersion to get a good listening?
Well, it depends on the person. It depends on um, yeah, the abilities or the skills they have. Yeah, they had before. or or the intensity. Yeah, for example, at the beginning, I when I came here 2 years ago, I came with English, with a good level of English. I mean, an intermediate, or a, I don't know, it was a basic, but I could understand everything. But once you're here, you're going to realize that all you learned before is is not good at all, because the pronunciation is very different when you learned a language back home. And when people are talking to you here, you sometimes you don't catch up the words, you cannot understand, so you have to relearn. Yeah, for example, do you know that word that is focus in Spanish? You can pronounce it focus. You write it focus. Here in English, if you say focus, they, oh my goodness, they think you're saying a grown thing, and they don't understand. So you have to say focus,
Oh,
and it's a little difference. Yeah, you cannot notice it, but they can notice. Or the use of the be and the be. For them, it's a huge difference. They can tell you, I don't understand you. And yes, sometimes you feel like, okay, I spend a lot of money there studying English, and they can't understand me.
so I have listened to the same thing for another people, another friends that have traveled to the United States, and they told me the same thing. They said, uh, "I thought that I had a good level of English, but when I arrived to the United States, the people spoke so fast and so different that I didn't understand anything. And I want when I wanted to say something, they didn't understand me and they laughed about me.
Mm.
And I thought, oh my god, if it is for them, what will happen with me?
Yes, yes.
Hey,
And
but
it's
it's
true.
interesting. I think I don't know. I have traveled. I wanna know something like that. I wanna feel this kind of senses and take these experiences. I think that is nice, Claudia.
Yes, we're still learning, every day we're learning something new.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, that's true. Well, one day I'm in Candelaria, the downtown here in Bogota. Well, there are a lot of range. Um, some of them ask me about a hotel, and I try to explain him where is the hotel that he was looking for. But some words they don't. He doesn't understand me. No, he didn't understand me. But it's amazing because different pronunciation, well, like different words. I think that is amazing.
Yes, that's true. Okay, girls. Shalom had a problem with her computer, so I guess she will not come again. Do you have something to add? Sorry, someone of you was telling something. Nope. Okay. And so I'm going to share with you a short text, and I want you to read it. because the idea is to practice pronunciation and listening and vocabulary. So give me a second, please. Hey girls, can you see the text?
Yes, teacher, I can.
Okay, so please, Vivian, could you read the first paragraph?
Okay. World Water Day. World Water Day is observed on March 22 since 1983. It's 1990. Ah, yes, it's Pixel. On March 22 since 1993. It was declared as such by the nation's General Assembly. This day was first formally proposed in 1821 of the 1992 United Nations Conference on Environment and Development and set in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Observance began in 1993 and has grown significantly ever since.
Okay, Claudia, can you read the second paragraph, please?
Yes, for sure. The UN and its member nations devote this day to implementing and recommendations and promoting concrete activities within their countries regarding the world's water resources. Each year, one of the various agencies involved in water issues takes the lead in promoting and coordinating international activities for World Water Day.
Okay, Vivian, can you read the third paragraph?
In addition to the UN member states, a number of NGOs promoting clean water and sustainable aquatic habitats have used World Day for Water as a time to focus public attention on the critical water issues of our era. Every 3 years since 1997, for instance, the World Water Council was drawn thousands to participate in its World Water Forum during the week of World Day for Water. Participating agencies and NGOs have highlighted issues such as a billion people being without access to safe water for drink and the role of gender in family access to safe water.
Okay, good. Um, maybe Claudia, uh, could you give us uh, or how can I say that? Sorry. Um, well, I would like that you give us some words of this text that you consider that we must to take in care, to take into account for the pronunciation. For example, uh, development. Um,
Yeah, it's correct development.
development.
Maybe since
Development.
it's not science, it's since.
Seems good.
Mm, each other. Mm. Maybe when you're reading, which was the regular past verbs, and when they end in ed, you don't. Sometimes that's very tricky because sometimes you cannot read with the ed. Instead, you have to pronounce just like d, the d, not the
Okay.
ed. Or I'm trying to find the word.
Okay.
Uh,
How
Claudia, how
can I pronounce this highlight
uh,
or what is the
sustainable,
pronunciation?
sustainable,
sustainable? Thank you.
sustainable. Sometimes you pronounce the u like an e. Uh, so instead of sus,
Sus.
Sustainable.
sustainable, sustainable. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sustainable. And highlight. See? Right?
Mm.
Highlight.
Mm-hmm.
Highlighted.
Highlight
What about this word?
issues,
Issues.
issues.
Vivian, do you have another word that you would to know how to pronounce it?
Um, oh, I think that assembly or assembly. The
In
second line.
second paragraph? In which
No,
paragraph?
it's the first paragraph,
Uh-huh.
second line. Nations
Second
Assembly,
General's Assembly.
assembly. Yeah,
assembly. Okay.
mhm.
Okay.
Assembly.
Assembly. It was
Okay.
declared. That word, declared.
Which word?
So,
Declared.
so you don't say declared. You say
Declared.
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 Mm.
Without that E, right? Declared.
Mm-hmm. That.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
But there are some other words like visit, and when they end in ed, you have to pronounce the ed.
o-
Visited. So it's
okay.
tricky.
Okay, girls. World Water Day is coming soon. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
in the places where you live or you work, uh, there some special activities for this day?
Mm. Well, actually, they don't have any, but all the time they are very, very aware of this kind of issues. Yeah, so all the time they are um, giving people some tips about how to improve um, the sustainability of the water. Yeah, how to protect our resources.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and people here in Canada they are very acknowledged about, and they really like to follow the laws and everything.
Um, so in Canada, it is more important water than minor.
Mm.
The Do they have that kind of conflicts between the community and the industries? Because here in Colombia, I don't know if you
Yes,
know
I.
about it, but there are many places in which there are conflicts between the community and the statement and the permissions they give to the companies for exploring um, the minerals, for example, coal.
Hmm. Yes, in this moment they have a conflict I don't know if you're familiar with the fracking.
Yes.
Yeah, and with the pipelines, they are trying. The government is trying to build a very very long pipeline from here from Alberta to another province, and the indigenous people, they are so aware of that building or of that construction. They are not agree with the construction of the pipeline,
Mm-hmm.
so they are against. But that's the only thing that I've heard here about a conflict between a community and the government, or related to minority. Yes.
Okay. Um, Vivian, what did you say? Do you do something special for the World Water Day with your students?
Well, I don't know if the school will make something about the word warrior, but like me, I don't do. I no, I will done anything for the word day. So I don't know.
But in the school, they do something special for that day? Maybe
That's right.
I remember that
Uh,
in my school we did pictures, we make presentations about the water and that kind of things.
well, I am a new teacher in this school, so I don't know if they planning this kind of activities. Well, I'm in the head of the English area for primary, so I don't know what other projects they have. And the last week, the next week, we have a meeting about these projects. So the next week, I know if there are a project.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. I can tell you that in my case, first I remember that in my school we always did something special about the World Weather Day or the Air Day, that kind of things. But now I work with a national natural park, and one of our activities is to do um, environmental education with the communities and with the schools that are near to the park. So we used to go and make or do special activities with some students of some schools around the park.
In which park?
I work in the National Natural Park of Pisba in Boyacá.
Oh, nice.
Yes,
That's beautiful park.
yes, it is so nice, and it's a pool. So we are especially in contact with the water care topic.
Yeah, that's true. I remember that I have been once only, maybe, when I
Can you speak
studied.
louder, please? Higher?
Let me see. I don't know what happened with my microphone sometimes.
Yes, I know.
Well, I thought that I went to one time when I was child,
Mhm.
and I remember that is a beautiful park. The nature, all the spaces are really, really beautiful.
Yes, that is a very beautiful place. It has lots of lagoons, and even we have in the park a river called Cravosur, and this river gives water to many towns of Boyacá and to many towns of Casanare. So it is important for us to care our park.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, okay, girls. Now, can you see this text?
Yes, yes, I can.
Yes.
Okay, Vivian, can you read the first paragraph?
Of course. How do dolphins sleep? Since dolphins are like human beings in so many ways, for example, dolphins have a special respiratory just like humans. The only difference is that dolphins are able to stay underwater for a long time without breathing oxygen. But how do dolphins manage to sleep without drownings? Dro- drownings? I don't know how do you say that.
Dr- Drowning.
Drowning is correct?
Drowning. Drowning. hmm
Drowning. What is the meaning of drowning?
Um,
No.
so when you are in the water, can I say it in Spanish?
No, in English, please.
In English? When you are underwater and you cannot breathe,
Breathe.
um, yes, and all the water is in your lungs, so you can die
Mm-hmm.
because of that.
Okay, thank you. Can you read Claudia, please, until this point, please?
Okay.
Please, please.
Generally, dolphins sleep with only one brain hemisphere in slow wave sleep at a time, thus maintaining enough consciousness to breathe and to watch for possible predators and other threats. Earlier sleep stages can occur sim- sorry about that. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Simultaneously in both hemispheres. In captivity, dolphins seemingly enter a fully asleep state where both eyes are closed and there is no response to mild external stimuli. In this case, respiration is automatic. A tail kick reflex keeps the blowhole above the water if necessary.
Okay,
Anesthetized.
wait, please. Vivian, can you read this part, please? This last part.
But, okay. Um, Anesthetized dolphins initially show a tail kick reflex. Through a similar state has been observed with wild sperm whales. It is not known if dolphins in the wild reach this state. Uh, the Indus River dolphin has a sleep method that is different from that of other dolphin species. Living in water with strong currents and potentially dangerous slowing debris, it must swim continuously to avoid injury. As a result, this species sleeps, sleeps in very short bursts, which last between 4 and 60 seconds.
Okay, good. Um, Vivian, do you have any question for Claudia? For example, how to pronounce any of these words? Of these
Well,
words?
there are some words that I don't know how do you pronounce. So the first and is side. So they, how do you say? How do you pronounce that?
Which one? Can you
And
please highlight it?
in the third, um,
The third paragraph?
yes, the first line and the side.
This one?
Anesthet-
Yes,
Anesthetized.
Anesthetized.
Another
side.
side. Another side.
An-
It's very quick.
an-
Can you
Yeah.
repeat it,
anesthetic.
please?
Yeah,
Sorry, but okay. Anesthetize.
Anestheticide.
with like double T, anesthetic.
Double T? No. It's with that T, the T like thank you.
Anesthetic.
Uh-huh.
Okay, anesthetic.
Aneth, anesthetic. It's supposed that you can, okay, you can say it both. You can say it anesthetic, but people used to pronounce it very fast. So it could be sound like anesthetized. No, anesthe, anesthetized. Yes, like that.
Okay.
Anesthetized.
Okay,
Any
anesthetic.
other?
Sorry, but sometimes I I cannot explain very well.
Um, well,
Which
it's a complex word.
yeah. Which
I
other
know.
word?
I think.
For example, a species.
This one.
Yeah, this species.
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 Species. But you don't pronounce the e. A species. No, you pronounce species.
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 Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask about this one.
Oh yeah.
You know that one? I don't know that word. To
Mm,
be honest.
Debris.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's maybe debris, probably.
Yeah,
Uh,
probably.
I I look for the meaning, and it was
Mm-hmm.
something like how can
Debris.
I say that? Sorry?
Mm-hmm.
The pronunciation of these words. Debris. I don't know
Mm,
if you can listen. You
uh-huh.
Yes,
can.
yes, yes.
Can you listen?
Yes.
Debris.
Um, debris, right?
Debris. Listen.
Debris. Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
is this like a kind of trash or garbage in the water or something like that? I thought.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Another word?
Uh, I know. I think so.
Maybe in this paragraph?
Which one?
No.
Breathing. Breathing. Oxygen.
Yes, this one.
Oxygen
Oxygen.
is oxygen.
Okay.
Oxygen.
Oxygen.
Good.
Oxygen. Mm-hmm. Needs breathing.
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 Breathing
Mm-hmm.
oxygen. Okay.
Breathing oxygen. Mm-hmm.
Hemisphere.
No, hemisphere.
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 Mm-hmm.
This one. Consciousness.
That one you have to pronounce the like a ch, consciousness,
Conscious.
conscious,
Consciousness.
consciousness. Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Oh, thank you so much, Claudia.
No, thanks to you.
You are our contact with the language.
Yes.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank you so much.
I'm still learning. Okay, yeah.
But
But you have a great English
advantage.
level.
You have an advantage because you are there with the language. But now you are our contact with the language.
But you know, if you want, there are some very helpful videos to watch on YouTube because I learned a lot, yeah, from those videos. Yeah, especially if you want to learn vocabulary or expressions. Yeah, they are really, really helpful. Uh, and you can listen again and listen again and practice. Yes, at your own time. So it's very, very helpful to you to use it.
Okay, good. We could check it when we. Okay. Um, did you know this about dolphins? How do they sleep?
No, I didn't know.
Know that they was um they are asleep, but they are not asleep, right? They
Mhm.
are with they are keeping an eye open.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know it. Have you seen dolphins in Canada?
No, no, in Cartagena.
In Cartagena, of
Yes,
course.
Wow.
yes, and they are very funny and they are very, very smart. Yes, and there's a show. It's called the Show of the Dolphins, and it's a girl and she interacts with the dolphins and she calls them and they reply and they jump through a circle, a very high circle. Yes, and they told us that they have like a real life and they have fights between each other. Yes, so they are very, very intelligent
How
animals.
old how old were you when you see that show the first time?
Um, it was like 6 years ago, to be honest, because that show is located on the islands.
Yes.
Yes, for local people, sometimes they are not to. Yeah, they go just to the beaches, but not to the islands.
Yes. And in Rosario Islands, I guess.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Um, I haven't. I didn't remember, and I remember this in that moment that when I was a child, I went to that show. I didn't.
Mm.
I haven't. Uh, I didn't remember that. I remember that in this moment when you said the
Oh.
show, and I had the image with the dolphins when I was. Yes, I was there. I was about 7 or 6 years old.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
I didn't remember that.
Yeah. Maybe you have to go again. Yeah,
Um,
to have fresh memories.
yes, I would like to go again, and I do remember that I must go with my son. He's
Mm-hmm.
9 years now, and I haven't uh, gone with him to that place. I need to go with him. What
Yes.
about you, Vivian? Have you ever seen a dolphin?
No. Yeah, that sounds really interesting. Really, I never gone to Canada, to Cartagena or San Andres, so I don't know anything that's exciting about this place. So it is so interesting and amazing experience.
Okay. I have a question. I'm not sure. I don't know a lot of Bogota. Mm, does sorry, is there in Bogota a zoo?
What? Excuse me?
A zoo? a zoo,
A zoo. Okay, a zoo.
yes, a zoo.
No, in Bogota, no, there isn't a zoo. Outside of Bogota, yes, I don't remember, Santa Clara, I think.
Can you speak higher, please?
Oh gosh, in Bogota, there isn't a zoo. Outside of Bogota, yes, near to Bogota, there is a zoo that it calls Santa Cruz.
Mhm.
Uh, I think. Let me see. Um, well, and this is the zoo most near than Bogota, but in Bogota, no. In Bogota, there are museums, theaters, malls, parks. Mm,
Okay. Have you ever visited that zoo or another zoo?
yes, that's this zoo. Yeah, that's that zoo. Yeah, because this is the most near. And well, this is the common zoo that the schools um, go to with the students. So
Mhm.
when I was a child in my school, I remember that gone to I have gone to this zoo, and it's interesting.
Okay.
It have the other zoo. It's a little zoo in Jaime Duques Park. It
Mhm.
has a little zoo, but it's beautiful. It has a lot of species, and different spaces. Has a the replic of Taj Mahal,
Mhm.
um, different ships, um, different structures that are amazing. And this is a little a zoo too in one part of the park. And it's near to Bogota. It's in Sopo.
Okay. Claudia, have you visited um, Colombian zoos?
No, no, I haven't visited any zoo. Here in Edmonton, they have a zoo,
Mm,
but maybe this summer, yeah,
mm,
I will
okay.
probably go, yeah, to the zoo.
There is a zoo in Barranquilla, right?
Yes, there's a zoo
Yes.
in Barranquilla.
Mm-hmm.
My sister and my family went there 2 years ago, but I I was here, so I miss it.
Okay. Well, this is good and this is bad because um, we can see the animals and know them, but in many cases they are in very small spaces, so it's
Mm-hmm.
a bit sad. Um, I visited a zoo in Melgar.
Mm-hmm.
In Melgar?
Um, yes, but it is, for example, they have pumas. I don't know how it's the word in English. Um, but
Which
they
word?
are, excuse me.
Which word?
Um, that big cats, pumas, I guess.
Ah.
That big cats that should be in the forest, and they are in a cage of about. I think it doesn't have more than uh, 16 meters. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 4 meters uh, per 4 meters. It's a very
Meters.
small space.
Mm-hmm.
They are sleeping there. Oh my god. And these animals must be running and running because they need to have activity, physical activity, but they are in
Mm-hmm.
the cage looking the people. It's
Yeah.
a little bit sad.
Interesting. I never seen that.
There
Yes,
is
I
another,
think
there is
it's.
another zoo here in Boyacá. I live in Boyacá.
Mm-hmm.
Called Guatica, and I like that zoo. I haven't visited yet, but I'm going to do it soon. I like that place because I have read that the animals they have are risky animals from the traffic, the illegal traffic, and they have big spaces for them. So I want to go there and check how.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Okay.
that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Well,
Okay, girls, do you have something to add?
mm,
Yes, I think that it's better if instead of zoos they have national parks, because with the national parks there is a possibility for the animals to be in the wild, in the nature, and they can yeah, run freely. Yeah, they can go everywhere and they can interact with the other animals, which is good. It's supposed it needs to be, but in the reality, yes, the zoo are places are very sad places for animals, but at the same time, they are good places for animal researchers,
Yes,
because there are scientists that, as the animals are there, they have the opportunity to research, and they have experiments, and yeah, and they can analyze how they interact yeah, the species interact between them.
yes. In the other hand, there are many species. How
Spec-
how was the word?
species
Species,
species.
which are the people try to kill them, as the bear, as the puma. So
Mhm.
sometimes it's better to take a control about these animals in order
Mhm.
to um, get the species
Yes.
the species alive.
Hmm.
Okay, what do you think, Vivian?
well, our animals, I don't know a lot, but I think that preserve the species and be careful with them. It's well, first, it's a nice experience for the people who works with them, and second, um, by the for the world, it's important because they I don't know how to say that they keep or
Can you
they
speak higher, please?
oh my gosh, did you listen me?
The first part, but the second part I didn't listen.
Oh, okay, I said that first it's a nice experience for the people
Hmm.
who works there in zoos or in a national or natural parks, and for the world and the environment, it's necessary. It's necessary, and we have to preserve and take care with the animals. Maybe the most of the time.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, girls, that's all for today. I don't know if you want to say anything else. I just want to thank you for being here. It's a very big opportunity for me to share with you, to practice the language, and to know about you, about your cultures, about your lives. It's very interesting to have this space for interact because um, maybe you know that we work and we study in the virtual environments and we don't have the opportunity to interact with our partners, right? So it is a good experience to me.
Hmm.
Yes, that's true. And for me, it's a nice experience. Well, this opportunity, the speaking encounters, is with the two partners who lives in different countries and has a great English level. So, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I think this is a really good experience because all of us can learn a lot of each other.
Yes, that's true.
Yes, that's true. And thank you so much, Claudia, for your patience and for your aptitude to be able to help us. So thank you so much. This is the idea that we could improve our skills together and to grow up together, right?
Right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, girls. So see you tomorrow at 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
See ya.
Thank you for all. Bye.
Okay,
Bye.
thank you. Bye bye.